Boycotting Tesla? I sold my Tesla. I traded it in for a Subaru, actually.
Shut up, Elon! Go home, Elon!
When you already have 300 billion, why do you need more?
Wake up! Fight back!
I have friends who are undocumented.
As a queer person, I've been affected by this. Elon is the biggest clown there is, so I decided to dress up as a clown today.
Elon Musk gonna make Cuba the 51st state.
I have friends that are undocumented. Okay. I have friends that are bank robbers.
You're gonna go.
The 51st state, man.
He tweets 200 times a day. The man is on ketamine and he's not well.
These two people are in bed together. They're doing it to everybody, not just to each other.
Okay, say question mark. Say question mark. Explain why you say question mark. I genuinely want to know about this. I genuinely want to know why you're saying question mark. Both things are against the law. Both things are against the law. It doesn't matter if I'm friends with them. It's both breaking the law. I mean, what am I missing?
They're doing it to everybody. We're all part of this. It's horrible.
They're gonna kill us first, but you're next.
Fire Elon Musk and send him to Mars, where he belongs.
What's up, everybody? We're back with a new Channel 5 breaking news special. As many of you guys know, the Trump administration has kicked things off into high gear, issuing 73 executive orders in the first month of the new.
The law is subjective. Right or wrong to get by a piece of paper. Bro, law is subjective. Okay. Then is that how you feel about the age of consent also, probably? Now pump your chest and say that that's how you feel about the age of consent. Go ahead. It's just a piece of paper, guys. It's just a law. It's just a whatever. It's a state by state. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought. Apply the energy across the board. Oh, now it's question mark. Oh. Bro, I cornered you and you fell on your face like a dumb fuck. You fell face flat on your fucking face.
Orders. Some of the executive orders are not that controversial, like creating a task force to disrupt the synthetic opioid supply chain in China, a declassification of the FBI files on the assassinations of JFK and MLK, and limiting the federal government's ability to pressure social media companies into censoring their users.
It really is a slippery slope.
However, many of these executive orders are extremely polarizing and range from mass deportation orders to bans on paper straws to restoring the death penalty.
It's not a shit take. When you're using infrastructure that's paid by the government, by the people, by the people's tax money, you're using the roads, the water, the whatever, the sewer pipe. You're part of a system and you're using all that, right? Paid by other people. Do you understand that? So if you didn't earn your way in, you're not greenlit in, you're not whatever documented or not, and you're doing it illegally. Yes, you are stealing it. I'm sorry to tell you, you are stealing it.
To preventing children from medically transitioning genders.
There are only
undocumented paying taxes. I'm confused. How does that work? Explain. So all of them do.
only two genders, male and female.
Trump has also established something called the Department of Government Efficiency, aka DOGE, which has the stated goal of auditing government agencies and cutting back on expenses.
The checks never bounce to the federal government.
Something that's resulted in the defunding of the Department of Education and the mass firings of federal employees like park rangers, baby formula testers, USAID workers.
Then why about all of them don't? Because it doesn't matter. It's why a system's in place. It's why people are documented. It's why people immigrate properly. It's why people come into the country legally. So that all of these things are at a 0% of it. It might not. Some do, some don't. If you immigrate legally, they can track down that you do it right? And everybody pays their fair share, and so that the thing can not collapse. How is that hard to understand it? Otherwise, yeah, you're stealing. It is what it is.
And other alleged bureaucrats in the DC swamp.
And 6,000 IRS staffers expected to be terminated by the end of the month.
Now, the chief executive of DOGE is tech mogul Elon Musk, which has sparked a number of anti-Elon Stop the Coup protests around the country.
We're tired and we're not going to stand
make it
back.
easier for those people to come in legally.
The guy's a criminal. He's unelected and he...
It sounds insensitive. I don't care how easy they make it. it doesn't mean you force your way in. It don't mean you force your way in because it's hard, because it's whatever. Like that's what an odd take.
Needs to go.
Nobody elected him. He's not qualified. He's a racist.
We covered one last week in New York City, and by coup, they seem to be suggesting that by defunding federal agencies, shrinking the government, and appointing Trump loyalists to powerful positions, Trump and Elon are attempting to seize absolute power over the U.S. and create an autocracy.
It's a bloodless coup, so nobody thinks there's a coup going on.
He wants to be a king. People don't get it.
Yeah.
He wants to be a king.
He's acting like a king or wannabe dictator. I think it's pathetic.
We have a government where powers are supposed to be separated between equal branches.
Our democracy is being eroded from the inside by people who were not elected to be there.
Because what they're trying to create is an autocracy.
It's important to note that the unelected buzzword the protesters have attached to Elon is a shaky argument. Not only does the Constitution empower the president to appoint federal officials and cabinet members without a public vote, but Trump also campaigned with the explicit intention of appointing Elon to the head of Doge.
Take over, Elon, just take over.
So those who voted for Trump, which is a majority of voters, also effectively voted for Elon. Anyways, while I was in New York City covering the Stop the Coup rally, there were similar protests breaking out on the West Coast. So I sent 2 correspondents into the field to check the temperature.
80-year-old women dressed as butterflies on traffic medians? Yeah. And these chants aren't good.
In the city of Glendale, which is near Los Angeles, we had our
I
friend
used to live
Matt
there.
in the field.
What's up? We're here in Glendale.
I love this. Is the Chaz, is it the Americana?
Americana.
And at the Tesla showroom in Palo Alto, California, which is
there.
regarded
The
to be the center of the Silicon
Americana.
Valley ecosystem, we have my homie Albie from San Francisco at a physical boycott of the Tesla showroom.
What's up, guys? My name's Albie. I'm Andrew's homie from Frisco, but I'm out here at the Tesla showroom in Palo Alto.
There's a protest going on, protesting Elon Musk, Doge, Tesla.
Everybody's out here protesting Elon Musk, and yeah, so Channel 5 News.
Let's see what people think.
We are going to resist, and we're going to resist together, because nobody can tolerate this.
We will not tolerate a deporter-in-chief.
Enough was enough with the Sieg Heil, the heartfelt autistic salute. So 4 weeks ago, just me and a friend stood outside the service center in Burbank, and the next day there was 4 of us. Last week, we came here and there was 30, and then this week it's just exploding here and across the country. There was like almost 100 here today, and they're all everywhere.
Tesla burns to a crisp. That's the caption on this now viral video of a charred
What's burning to a crisp is this guy's bank account as the fucking cost of life is going heavier and steeper in this bum-ass fucking city that he already can't afford. And now he's doing all this shit, this fucking protest, as is melting his bank account to a crisp. And now he's gonna be fucking, he's gonna get overdrafted. He's gonna get boom. I mean, it's
And it's just growing, and Tesla's stock is rapidly declining.
New numbers from Tesla show its annual EV sales declined for the first time in more than a decade.
The stock is crashing at the moment. You're watching it live. On the month, you're down at what, 23%? On the day, I think it's like 7 or 8% down. Oh, geez, now 8%, approaching 9% down.
The organizers of the Glendale boycott rally say it's more than just about Elon's political affiliation, and that Doge aside, he's genuinely mentally unfit to be running billion-dollar publicly traded companies.
This guy supposedly runs the Boring Company, Tesla, SpaceX, Starlink, and he's tweeting 200 times a day and never sleeping and taking ketamine. He's just been radicalized. His politics have clearly shifted, and we've seen.
Don't use the ketamine against him. That's weird. I don't necessarily agree. I mean, for the memes, sure, but when you be talking seriously, using the ketamine against it, that's just not, bro. I'm pretty sure it's medically diagnosed, therapeutic amounts through psychological guidance. It's not like some fucking I'm gonna get fucking absolutely fucked up on the K-hole on the Monday, go to the office as I'm fucking tweaking balls and like make massive decisions for the board. Like, fuck off.
Seen it happen with all our friends and loved ones. They go down the dark side, they go on QAnon, down the internet rabbit hole, and something just happens to them, and it's usually white dudes. Thank you. It's usually some white dude who got picked on when he was a kid.
I was almost beaten to death, if you'd call that bullied. It was not a happy childhood.
Do you think the Democrats are doing enough? Absolutely not.
They went and stormed the Department of Education building and one.
It is not medically certified by the FDA, and it is still a good argument. You're a mad stoner. I can't help you. Sorry.
Little skinny dude was stopping a whole mob of angry Democrats. It's pathetic.
The stunt comes as President Trump is considering abolishing the department.
Democrats do not know how to fight. That's literally my single mission. They know how to throw a punch, but when they take a punch back, they run away. And fighting is taking punches and getting bloody. It means our actual leaders need to get arrested, like John Lewis would have done.
Congressman John Lewis and Charles Rangel.
Okay, it's not prescribed. Okay, yeah. It's not FDA approved. Well, I don't know what's the deal with this ketamine thing. Was that not like some like psychological guided like psychedelic fucking thing, therapeutic or some shit? I don't remember what it was. I don't think he takes it recreationally every day of the week. That's just not what's happening.
Were among those arrested during a march on the National Mall. The lawmakers were among the first arrested after refusing police orders to disperse.
We need new leaders. All of our leadership of the Democratic Party, they're using 20th century tactics and messaging to fight against a battle troll destroying our country because of social media.
All right, let's take a moment to talk about Elon Musk's radicalization that's being referenced in that interview, because I too have caught wind of the 10-year-old 4chan memes being posted by Elon on X and thought to myself, how the heck did that happen? Back in the day during the Obama era, I can remember when Elon Musk was a full-blown...
Hi, ChatGPT says, Elon has publicly discussed his use of ketamine, takes the doctor prescribed small amounts every day a week to manage periods of depression. We describe these episodes as negative chemical states in his brain. Ketamine helps us shift that negative frame of mind. Ketamine primarily known as that off-label use in treating depression, especially cases antidepressants are ineffective. It's rapid acting in nature. Yeah, fair enough. So how's that a problem? How is that a problem? Doesn't seem like a problem. You say he's abusing it, that's your take. That it seems that that's your interpretation of that, which is incorrect, but you're allowed to have interpretation. You're still wrong though.
Save the Earth liberal, and frequently secured massive government contracts from the Democrats, which he used to build eco-friendly cars and rockets.
I have a Tesla.
Yeah.
Okay, and I love it.
He was even tweeting in support of trans rights just a few years ago and vocally criticizing Trump.
He's not the right guy. He doesn't seem to have the sort of character that reflects well in the United States.
But like so many Americans, both left and right, 2020 broke him. Within 5 years of voting for Brandon, Elon would be tweeting things like pronouns suck and I love Donald Trump as much as a straight man can love another man. So how did that happen? The way I see it, it all goes back to the first stage of the COVID pandemic, which gave birth to the anti-lockdown Freedom March movement, which Elon was quite fond of.
Freedom! Freedom! Freedom!
Elon's first personal freedom outburst came on April 28, 2020, shortly after the Trump administration and Democratic government officials in California ordered the shutdown of American Tesla factories to stop the spread of COVID-19.
Tesla, which employs roughly 10,000 people at its Fremont plant, was initially forced to shut down.
Immediately, Elon tweeted in all caps, "Free America," became critical of lockdowns and began calling the government actions of Trump and Newsom fascist.
Musk telling investors the orders hinder people's freedom.
This is fascist. Give people back their goddamn freedom.
Though initially pro-lockdown,
we've made the decision to further toughen the guidelines and blunt the infection now.
Trump quickly capitalized on the growing unrest amongst freedom-hungry conservatives and staunchly positioned himself against the CDC and blue state governors in an obvious effort to court more votes for the upcoming election.
The Chinese virus.
Did you know there won't be any more COVID on November 4th? It'll be gone.
Still, throughout that election cycle, Elon stayed loyal to the Democrats and voted for Biden in 2020.
Biden won. Yes, I believe he won.
And you voted for him.
I did.
But things really heated up between Biden and Elon in 2021 after Biden held an electric vehicle summit and took the stage with the CEOs of both Ford and General Motors.
Didn't invite Tesla.
Praising them as the leaders of electric vehicles, despite the fact that at that point, Tesla had made 115,000 EVs in America, and General Motors had only...
he got radicalized in the red pill. That is what it is. Shit happens.
Made 26.
He never mentions Tesla, and that's gotta be getting under Elon's skin.
You know, like Biden held this EV summit, didn't mention Tesla once, and praised GM and Ford for leading the EV revolution.
Biden never explicitly stated why Elon and Tesla were left out of the summit, but it likely wasn't about the mean tweets from the year.
Like me. Bro, I take a pretty neutral stance on a lot of things. I think you understood it. I just stopped saying, oh yeah, everything is correct because people said it and chat said it. Okay? I think it's okay to look at something and be like, wait a minute. I still want to compute how we got to this answer. I think it's okay to say, oh, this is the answer we all say. Take this answer right now because that's what people are saying, and I know it's because people are saying it. I didn't check it, but it's what everybody's saying. Okay. I'd like to hear why we got to this answer, and a lot of times I'm like, yeah, I don't even agree with this train of thought. I don't agree with it. So if that's being radicalized, then I'm radical then.
Before. Also invited to the summit and on stage was the UAW, or the United Auto Workers Union, the largest car manufacturer union in America, who work every single day to make sure that auto workers get fair pensions and wages.
They often did this through extreme hardship and sacrifice, sometimes at the expense of spilled blood.
Joe Biden is notably pro-union.
I'm proud to be the first president to walk a picket line.
And received large campaign donations from the Auto Workers Union, who'd recently tried and failed to unionize Tesla workers.
The United Auto Workers Union, or UAW, alleged that Tesla fired a worker for attempting to form a union.
Because of the company...
I am a Bayzed Elon criticizer, not a hater. Okay? I acknowledge the good, and that means that I defend all the bad. And I can still say the man is doing overall really good and very positive. And I think overall, his impact with all of his efforts have been beneficial for the world. Some of the behaviors that he has are a little bit on the kinky side, okay, and can use some recurbing, okay. And some of the shit that he says is unproven and sometimes just flat out wrong, and he still tweets about it. And that is plausible, then I'd be bullshit. I don't agree with that. But overall, I think it's a raw positive. To say that it's a raw negative is absolutely fucking weird, okay?
Immediate termination.
Whether it's the man or all his companies, because people will say, oh, it's just a CEO or it's just like this guy's useless. Then how come all the companies that he's part of are all actually spearheading and going towards their goals and achieving their goals really fast? How comes compared to all the other companies that are all sitting on piles of money doing fuck all nothing for the world, all of these companies are actually literally like leaders in their own department? I guess it's just a coincidence, Just a coincidence. You guys are crazy.
Nation policy. Tesla is the only major auto manufacturer in the US not represented by a single union, and their workers are paid significantly less than
any company, any big corporate in tech, whatever, could have done what he did with Grok. Okay? Hey, give credit where credit is due. Grok actually took AI by storm and is amongst the best, if not the best, current AI. Real or false? Grok is actually good. Real or false? Is Grok not good? Amongst the best. Literally amongst the best. Literally bought GPUs and land in a factory, whatever. Did all that, boom. Sprouted that, and now is amongst the competitors. Every other big tech could have done that. None of them did. How are you not giving that some credit?
Other rival car manufacturers,
How?
despite having reported unsafe workplace conditions on a consistent basis for the past 4 years.
Tesla factory workers in California are working so hard they're passing out on the production line.
Tesla employees say they were worked to exhaustion.
Former Tesla workers sue the company.
Approximately 50 workers were not adequately
AI
protected from excessive heat.
Inspectors found workers were exposed to hexavalent chromium.
He's always had a record of abusing workers. There are labor claims against him at the factory in Milpitas for excessive heat and putting workers into dangerous conditions.
Yet, without the ability to unionize and demand fair wages and conditions, these complaints have mostly died in the courts or fallen on deaf ears at Tesla corporate. Elon has said that his anti-union stance isn't about making more money for himself, but actually because unions kind of kill the vibe.
And I think the unions naturally try to create negativity in a company and create a sort of lords and peasants situation.
Anyways, after being snubbed at the summit, Elon was pissed.
So you were
I can see him.
Around this exact time,
It's
two more
shit,
things
I can see
happened
it.
in
Look at
Elon's personal life that made things even worse. First, he separated with his then partner, Grimes, a visually liberal lady with whom he has multiple children.
Elon Musk and Grimes have publicly announced their separation.
And simultaneously, one of his kids came out as transgender, changed their name, and denounced their dad.
Vivian cut ties with Elon in 2022 after filing a...
Okay. Is that it? Quantitative results. GPT 4.0, Grok 2. What the fuck? Is this accurate result. That's old. That doesn't include Grok 3. Grok 3 benchmark. Hold on. Is there any like world accepted benchmark bullshit? Because this is like their own thing, and it's kind of hard to like see the benchmark. Like this is their own benchmarks. I don't think we should. Bing, whatever this is. LLM Arena. Okay, so what I said is still accurate. What I said is still accurate. What? Explain how not. You guys will not give it credit because you're going to keep moving the goalpost on this one is better. It's not better. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said the man entered the arena in this part of tech and is now in the race to be in the leaders, in the small amount of people that are leading out of nowhere with his own resource, putting his resource to use and actually doing some shit and competing. How is that, bro? You wish that other people did that. You wish they did that. Nobody does shit with their money. The guy does something with the money, and oh my god, no, it's not the best. It's not the best. It could be better. It could be better. Oh my god, he did the hand thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, holy shit.
She petitioned to change her name due to her gender identity and her severed relationship with her father.
So my son Xavier is dead. Killed by the woke mind virus.
I no longer live with or wish to be related to my biological father in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that would be like.
If we were to look at Elon's conservative radicalization through the unmet core needs theory that I laid out in our recently premiered documentary, Dear Kelly, it's safe to say that through the collapse of his family and government backing, he lost his security. Through the loss of his status as the Democrat-backed tech darling, his significance. And through the estrangement of his then-girlfriend and child, connection. It was after this that Elon entered a traumatic fight-or-flight state in 2021. And he chose to fight, which allowed conservatives and conservative media channels to gradually groom him over the course of 4 years into what he is today, which is a prideful person with a chip on his shoulder, hopelessly stuck in the third stage of the grief process.
What?
Angry and hellbent on revenge. Elon's most significant revenge acquisition was his purchase of Twitter in 2022.
The world's richest guy is set to buy one of the world's most influential social media companies.
Elon. If you do some armchair specialist analysis, I'm not listening. I don't care. It could be from the left, from the right, I don't give a shit. I think every armchair psychologist analysis about other people is mentally ill themselves. Now I'm saying you're ill as fuck if you do this shit. It's fucking weird. This guy's having an episode. Help him, guys. Help him. Shut up. You're just saying that to fucking discredit what they're saying. So they look or sound crazier because you don't want to attack their fucking arguments. You don't only attack the person because you're falling flat on your actual arguments because you're a dumb fuck. You're a bum. You're a bum.
Musk
you're ill.
carried a kitchen sink into Twitter HQ this week, tweeting, "Let that sink in."
Why would I attack somebody's argument and actually find proof and find evidence and say, guys, he's wrong with this, and that, when I could say, he's crazy. He's insane. This guy is crazy. Look at him. He's crazy. He's in denial and in trauma, so what he's saying is irrelevant.
Quickly after buying Twitter and renaming it X, he used his own account to elevate the narratives of conservative reactionaries who were delighted to have the richest man in the world not only buying but spreading the same bullshit they've been pushing for 4 years. Still, for all of... not only buying but spreading the same bullshit they've been pushing for...
This guy, I had to block him on Twitter. Sorry. This guy posts the most unverified, the most factually wrong dog shit out there.
4 years. Still, for all of 2023 and most of 2024, Elon was red-pilled but not fully a Trump guy. He actually backed Florida Governor Ron DeSantis for president.
Elon Musk tipping his hat toward Florida Governor Ron DeSantis to be the next president of the United States.
But when it turned out that DeSantis wouldn't really be the right guy, he was all Trump. Kind of. It wasn't until the Butler, Pennsylvania incident when someone tried to kill Donald Trump that Elon said, I want to fight beside him too. and he kicked off his endorsement with $120 million.
Dude, I'm the one seem like a glazer, but I'm still having a hard time processing, like, how close the course of the world would have changed because a fraction of a small margin, like, I find it to be so interesting. The fact that, yes, and you're gonna say, no, it's not the world. Yes, that is literally the world. United States is a world leader in many ways and has military bases and protection for other countries in a bunch of other places. And the course of the actual world literally could have changed because of like a couple millimeters. Think about that.
And I want to fight beside him too. And he kicked off his endorsement with a $120 million donation to the Trump campaign.
Elon Musk is now Trump's second biggest financial backer.
To be fair, the investment was two-sided. After Election Day, Tesla's stock shot up over 80%, though after missing European sales targets and the growth of nationwide boycotts in the U.S.
I'm not brainwashed. This happened. Every singular method of analysis and professional analysis and all the data, all the evidence, this happened. The shot was real. The thing actually hit him. It's all real. You saying it's not? Hey, let's be honest. You're starting to sound like some crazy fucking skeptic, like crazy. Some people died, yeah. Like,
US. It started to crash back down to earth, which brings us to the boycott being covered today in this video. Apparently, Elon haters in Palo Alto and also in Glendale believe they can reverse Tesla's stock growth by staging physical boycotts of IRL Tesla showrooms, which they hope will create enough of a media spectacle to at least cause.
The ear healed quickly, but the wound wasn't as big as you think. The ear is sensitive, has a bunch of blood vessels. I know for a fact you would never hurt your ear, like on the superficial part. Bro, the thing spurts blood like crazy. I had this like weird, it wasn't even a pimple, it was like this like weird like dry thing. And then when I removed it, and it was, it spurts blood. It's just crazy. It is what it is.
Potential buyers to think twice before getting a Tesla.
We're just, making this point in front of a Tesla dealership and calling on the American people to stop buying Tesla. Let's boycott Tesla until we fix this problem.
I'm only focusing on Tesla and Musk because I feel like marching outside the White House or Trump is not, he's Teflon Don. So we're going after Musk because it's a soft target, because he's sensitive and susceptible and he lashes out, and if we can decline his stock price, he has no wealth and then he loses his power.
Anybody who has a Tesla.
This is the problem with current day and age society, where they think that their tweets and their cardboard is actually impacting the world in any significant way. They have been sold the illusion of power, and they feel like they have power to change the course of the world by just, guys, you have no power. You are useless. You are doing nothing. Your tweet, your bullshit, I changed my profile picture to a flag. I changed my internet name to a flag, and don't do this. I'm changing the world for my computer. You're an ant.
Sell it.
Holy
sell
shit.
it immediately and sell it for the lowest dollar.
We're gonna cancel this guy. We're gonna boycott this. The world doesn't care. The world doesn't move. It doesn't need you. You're done.
That you can, and if it's a relatively new car, that'll prevent another one from being made.
Don't buy Teslas. And if you have a Tesla, sell your Tesla. And if you have neighbors who have Teslas, tell them to sell their Teslas.
Like, because Tesla's
so do nothing.
Yeah.
Every method that doing something matters, nobody actually does it. When it's time to show that I'm there, I'm protesting, whatever. Right? Everybody shows up. When it's time to display the illusion that you're doing something, everybody participates. When it's time to actually do shit and actually people that are calling their representatives, fucking doing, nobody does shit.
Yeah. Of Elon
what are you talking about?
Who is the public face of fascism.
If I had one, I'd sell it. I would be too embarrassed to drive it.
If Elon didn't own Tesla, would you like the cars itself?
I don't care.
Are you kidding? That, whatever it is?
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
I don't think they're the best EVs on the market. I don't think anyone thinks that. Whether or not it's driver error, they're the most dangerous cars on the road, so take what you will from that.
New video.
Wait, she said what?
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
I don't think they're the best EVs on the market. I don't think anyone thinks that. Whether or not it's driver error, they're the most dangerous cars on the road, so...
Yo, the most dangerous fucking person on the road is you, lady.
Take
oh my god.
From that.
New video of a dramatic crash on the Bay Bridge.
Safety concerns aside, the protesters believe the boycott will be successful, so long as they can create a direct correlation between owning and driving a Tesla and supporting the new Trump regime.
Who said that in
the
the
fact
chat?
is that none of the Tesla dealerships are locally owned. All of them are corporate owned.
We need the Bennett's guy.
So the money that you spend at this dealership in Palo Alto goes to Musk.
Quit funding Republican corporations. It's really easy. Quit buying Wisconsin cheese. Quit shopping at Target.
What I meant by that, obviously, okay, now that the joke is over, okay, now I'm calm, okay, is the fact that humans are the biggest threat on the road, not robots. Okay? Robots got that shit. They got that shit down. Even a singular 1, 2, 5, 10 robot mistakes, it is a fraction of what human error that we're doing on a daily. You're a joke. You're a joke. So yes, as I'm addressing this person, but it's everybody.
Those are all things we can do. Quit doing Amazon. You know, if we don't give them the money, then they can't do their horror to us. You know, and there's an Indian philosophy. Everybody has two wolves inside of them. Yeah. And the child asks, which one wins? The one you feed. It's the grandfather's wisdom. So don't feed the ugly corporations and the haters.
People matter.
Everyone is human, everyone is legal, no one is a parasite.
Yo, what's happening, people? That Tesla boycott looked crazy. But you know what's also crazy?
Okay, then open the front door and leave it open. Remove your front door of your house, okay? And people that are gonna come into the house and they want to live there, they want to sleep for the night, maybe 10 nights, maybe 300 nights, maybe 4 years. They're not parasites, they're humans. So let them live in your house then. Yo, uphold your statement. You're saying there's no parasites, and let them come to the house then.
The fact that most of us are stuck inside algorithmic echo chambers, being manipulated by both sides of the evil mainstream media. But there's a dope-ass news aggregate that...
Not a false equivalency. You can scale that to your country, absolutely. 100%. That is your country. Yes, it is like your house. Same thing. You want to pull in illegally? You're an invader. Yes, that's how that works.
Makes it all make sense. And that service is called ground news. Every single day with my... So if you want to... Point than it was in... It's more of a talking point than it was in New York. After all, 1 in 10 workers in California are currently undocumented. And in the manufacturing and agricultural sector, that number is probably much higher.
I'm just worried about the future, you know. I have friends who work in various businesses, are really good people who might not have a legal status in this country, and it just, you know, what's going to happen to them?
I have friends who are undocumented.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sure that every single person who's claiming asylum is doing the asylum process correctly, and they have chosen America out of it's being surely, it follows all the rules with asylum seeking, surely. There's no way that they're like cutting corners and like going to America when they should have been to another country that also has asylum clauses or whatever, right? Surely.
You know, I used to own a construction company. Well, you know, half of the construction workers in this area are immigrants, and about half of them are undocumented. We could not have built the buildings we built, like the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Facebook could not have happened if we didn't have those immigrant workers.
I have family members who are from...
I have friends that are illegals. They worked on my house. Actually, they're working there right now. They are currently working on the house, and I live down the street. Wait a minute, what did I just say? Wait a minute.
Mexico who have been affected by the immigration policies.
Like,
some of my coworkers are undocumented. My son is going to be attending college next year, and he has a disability, so we're applying for financial aid right now that I feel like might not be there when the time comes.
At stake are resources and support for more than 7 million students with disabilities who depend on the agency to ensure access to a free public education.
I also have a son who has autism, and I think that a reworking of everything to stop on federal funding is just crazy. It just doesn't make any sense, and it's hurting the country.
The strength of a country is shown by how much they protect the rights and the freedoms and the needs of the most vulnerable. And
do not buy a swastika. Oh my God. What am I gonna buy then?
Musk and Trump are dismantling all of that. We are also a queer family, and I worry about my children's safety and future and rights. That their rights will slowly but surely be stripped away. I think they will not stop with the immigrants. Yeah. They will keep going towards the most vulnerable who don't fit the mold.
Wake up. It's happening way too fast. Yeah. And if you don't stand up and protect the other groups, you're going to...
What is brother doing? Brother, how much fucking... Oh,
be
man.
next. It took Hitler a year from January of 33 till May of 33 to come after the gypsies, which are brown people and migrated and did labor work. 33, 34, 35, 36, unionists, socialists, trans, and gays. And then in 37, they came after the Jews, Night of the Broken Glass. So that's the progression that we're going through right now. And, you know, the Jews didn't stand up for people at the beginning. They were making money. You know, they were industrialists. But they turned on the Jews finally. So if you think you're immune and you can just sit it out, you're going to get caught sooner or later.
This is about standing up for our rights.
And even though Trump probably...
Yeah, but what are you though? A butterfly? I'm confused. Like, what does that even mean? What's the symbolism here?
For our rights.
It's not for our rights, but what is it?
And even though Trump probably thinks what he's doing is saving democracy, he's destroying it.
Many of the protesters also believe that the mainstream
The butterfly already have rights. I don't think we're fucking like going against them. What the fuck are you talking about? Brother, I don't think there's like efforts to like kill butterflies. Like they're part of the ecosystem. Like we're not like what the fuck are you talking about? Who
Media
saying
machine
that?
is complicit in this coup as well, in the way that it's hypnotized the masses away from progressive politics, gradually grooming them into worshiping billionaires.
Butterfly, it's not a real word.
Culture war distractions.
What do you make on the attack on DEI?
I mean, I think it's a really easy way for basically a larger ownership, class to say, hey, don't pay attention to the fact that your groceries are doubling in price every year. Don't pay attention to the fact that nobody can buy a house. Just pay attention to the fact that trans people are scary to you. And DEI is a fun buzzword. The Republican and right-wing propaganda machine is incredibly strong, and people who otherwise they're just not engaged, and people, they've got multiple jobs, they're just too bogged down to pay attention to things, to learn about things.
Even though it's true, when you're on the left and you want to look like you're part of the same people, you can still acknowledge that DEI isn't perfect, and it's still flawed in its use sometimes, and its methodology isn't always correct. And you can, the concept of it is sound, not all of it is sound in how it's being used, and you can still continue on with your other arguments, and then you still win.
And
I'm sure a lot of his other arguments are good.
Uneducated, just oppressed in various ways, that when you come home from like a triple shift, what are you going to do? Like go online and read about stuff? No, you've got so much more stuff to take care of. So I don't blame anybody for, getting into like the right-wing hole, but it's like, we'll see how good the propaganda machine is for the next few years.
So you support Elon Musk?
Yes.
Okay, what do you like about Elon Musk?
Everything. Is a smart guy. He's helping us to figure out what's going on in the government.
Do you believe he's making the government more efficient?
I hope he does. Okay. I mean, we'll find out sooner or later.
They probably genuinely are finding some inefficiencies and some corruptions that everybody could agree on. And I think they're also saying things are fraud that are just valuable services being rebranded as waste.
I understand all that stuff, but the truth takes time for it to come out. We hear all these negative stories, they're cutting this, laying off people, this, that, but eventually the truth will come out.
Do you think Donald Trump has our best interest in mind?
I hope so.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, look, he's been in the office for 1 month, and he's being bombarded with all this negative media. People have to give him some time, chance. I mean, America spoke, right? He won all the swing states. He won the popular vote. I mean, I have to give him a benefit of the doubt, and only time will tell if he's good for this country or he's bad for this country.
President Trump says some of the money apparently says...
This is just a chill guy. Look at everybody riled up. butterfly this, butterfly. But this guy, he's at the Americana, he's shopping and with his dog and whatnot, and he's just a chill guy. Take some notes,
Department
man.
of Government Efficiency's cost-cutting efforts could be given back to Americans as stimulus checks. Last week, Trump said the administration is considering giving 20% of Doge savings to citizens.
If he were to give each member of the American public $5,000, would you take that?
Of course. Hey, we're giving Ukraine $200 billion. Why not? You wouldn't take it?
If they send it to me, I have no choice but to take it, but it's going to dramatically increase inflation, and all they talk about is saving money. Why wouldn't they use that money to go pay off the debt they seem to care so much about? It's graft. It's trying to bribe people with money while they pick your pocket in the front and they take all your money.
All right, guys, this is
Now, talk about the stimulus checks now.
Albie. We just finished checking out the Elon Musk protests. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section. Channel 5 News, we out, baby.
Channel 5 Live.
Channel 5 Live.
Worldwide, Hollywood and Vine.
Fuck the authority. Channel 5 News.
Channel 55. We don't fuck with costers.
Sim checks save the economy. You drop out. 80% of stimulus checks went into online betting sites and massive, super big parlays to hit match win.